she's around, she takes my...
All right, welcome back to The Five.
The Country
Where do we
Five?
get these songs? I gotta ask, does Bob pick the music?
That's what it is. Bob's in the control room.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you've heard about this. The National Labor Relations Board has ruled that Boeing, that makes airplanes, tried to move a factory from Washington State to South Carolina. Now, they're saying that they can't do this. And this week, on a straight party line vote, House Republicans voted to actually stop this. Now, I don't think this is going to pass the Senate, but I want to go to Kimberly to talk to you about what a dangerous precedent this would set. Now, they alleged in April, the NLRB, which is a wing of the administration, alleged that this moving the company would be illegally punishing its union workers in its Washington State manufacturing plant by opening a non-union site in South Carolina. So this is the administration basically favoring its key constituency, unions. Again, does it set a dangerous precedent?
It absolutely does, and they're trying to put a stop to it. Congress is trying to step in and basically strip the NLRB, which has been a runaway train on this issue. If you know, this is filled with administration appointees, loaded with union officials and lawyers that support their political ideology. That's why you're seeing them get involved and really doing a tremendous deal of damage to American businesses and companies and making it very restrictive, and it's cutting back our ability to have jobs and move forward with the economy in the direction that we need to.
I know big government liberals love the Commerce Clause, so they're going to argue. But I just want to know, is there anything government now can't tell people to do or companies to do? I mean, they're essentially regulating movement.
Let me just say, let me just try to help the viewers of this wonderful show to understand what's really going on here. Because if you were listening to Ms. Tantaros, you might think, oh my gosh, look at that government. These socialists, these communists have come to America.
Wait till the next
They're
election.
coming on submarines. Oh my God. The fact
they're not coming on jets.
The fact is the National Labor Relations Board did not act. It was their lawyer. And the reason was that Boeing was accused of breaking the law. And the law says you can organize and have a union, and you cannot be punished for steps you take in a labor management dispute. There was a big strike at Boeing that cost them money. And then a Boeing executive went on the record, he's on tape as saying, we made a decision because of the union action to move our facility to South Carolina.
And so
what you have here,
what you have here is a race to the bottom. Get me the cheapest workers. Don't unionize.
Eric, what? Circumventing the courts, circumventing the legislative process.
This is very important. Boeing wasn't suggesting moving the Washington State plant to South Carolina. They're saying we want to open up a new plant, the Dreamliner plant in South Carolina. And Boeing says we have the right to do that. The union is saying, no, you can't do that because everything has to stay in Washington because it's retaliation, when in reality, those Washington workers are still protected, Juan.
Yeah,
it was never going to affect the Washington workers.
What you mean by protected is they're still in their union.
Absolutely.
But the fact
still
is,
have their jobs.
There was a Boeing executive who said, we're doing this as retaliation against the union, at which point the NLRB lawyer said, you can't do that.
There were no jobs lost. You understand what I'm saying? They still have their jobs. All they're saying is, we want, as a private company, the ability to take jobs and create them in another state.
This is a fabrication, Kimberly. You can take jobs anywhere you want in America, around the world. We have too many American companies, in fact, outsourcing and taking jobs overseas.
Eric,
and in this case,
Eric, how many union jobs lost?
None. You know what?
But
so in other words, if let me ask you a question, Kimberly. If Boeing moves all of their facilities to South Carolina, will you say no problem, Kimberly?
Listen, I'm for jobs and moving Americans forward. I don't believe you should have these kind of restrictions.
No jobs were lost through the Boeing. We actually did lose them. If that plant isn't opened, you're going to lose thousands of jobs for potential
in South Carolina.
In South Carolina. But wait, hold on a minute. I want to go on another topic. Okay. Oil rigs have now left the Gulf. A new study came out yesterday saying that 230,000 jobs have been lost because these rigs, thanks to the Obama administration's moratorium, have left the Gulf. Juan, this moratorium, killing jobs. That's jobs leaving.
Are you coming back, Juan? Why is it? Let me get this straight. In other words, you don't have any concern about the jobs that were lost when BP spilled oil all over the Gulf Coast? You forget that, huh?
But here's the thing. I mean, there's been a great safety record before BP, and the response to that was a political response. You see, it was a horrible tragedy, and you see the birds and stuff, and what the moratorium was a political response, and it hurt a lot of people. It didn't make it compounded what was an ugly, ugly thing. But the fact is, the drilling is necessary and it's very safe. It's not. There's always going to be an element of risk with drilling. But if I had my way, we'd drill everywhere, including Disneyland.
Drill, baby, drill.
Let
me just tell you, these are 10 massive oil rigs that are headed to other countries. It's going to Egypt. It's going to China. It's going to Brazil. In a word, and I know you want to move on to some stuff, but in a word, this is the Obama administration's energy policy of drill there, pay for it here. And it's awful. It's just terrible. That's why we're paying $4 a gallon.
Even just leaving the rigs in the Gulf of Mexico cost $13 billion to the region. It shed, hundreds of thousands of jobs. If there's one accident on a highway, I always use this analogy.
Yeah.
Do you shut down the entire highway?
No, and 10 oil rigs have exited the Gulf of Mexico since it's happened. And let me tell you something. This administration came this close to being held in contempt of court by the federal courts because they weren't going to lift their moratorium. They were forced to do it. That's why they did it. They were held accountable.
Let me just say, you guys are in hock totally to these oil companies. It's disgusting.
We're not.
And if any of you taking a vacation this summer, I guess you all just want to go bathe in oil.
No, I was in
Key
West.
I
was in Key West.
I thought it was
fine. Of course, I never went in the water.
Eric likes that dead fish.
I'm clearly pro-fossil fuel, clearly, because it's the only thing that's going to keep the American economy from going off the cliff.
We're going to make Juan a Drill Baby Drill t-shirt during the commercial break, so stay right there. The Five will be right back.